I am standing in my garden. I'm on the fence of my homestead and the maize and the banana garden you can see. My name is Professor Henry Buisa, a retired professor of entrepreneurship of the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology in Kenya. I say I'm retired, but I'm not tired. I'm retired, but I'm not expired. Here I am, still doing research, observation, and all that. Now, I have a phrase in my entrepreneurship lectures called poor. But poor does not to me mean lack of resources. In fact, I spell the word poor, the 4 letters of poor, as passing over opportunities repeatedly. Yes, I feel we are poor in Africa, in Kenya, and farmers are poor because they pass over opportunities repeatedly. Also, they do not employ the necessity is the mother of invention doctrine of entrepreneurship. Now, you can see I'm here looking at my fence, and what did I discover? There is this climbing plant. This climbing plant, when I was growing up in the 1950s, my mother planted them and used the fruit. You can see this fruit. This fruit of the climbing tree, called it malenge, but now I've discovered it's actually not malenge. It's called chayote. It is originated from Mesoamerica, Mexico and Guatemala particularly, and it's used for culinaries. It can be used in the cooking vegetables and used to be yummy. And all the time, I grew up knowing this chayote plant is only for vegetables. But then I became, after retiring, I went into poultry farming and rapid farming. I've discovered that commercial feed, poultry feed, is very, very expensive. Also, the medicines are very expensive, both for the rabbits and for poultry. So, employing my entrepreneurship skills of experimentation, trial and error, I plucked these leaves of the chayote and tried them on my rabbits. The appetite was tremendous. And now I'm started now feeding my rabbits with these big broad leaves of the chayote that you can see on my fence. Then I also accidentally dropped this fruit. When we were using it for eating, we peeled it, and when we threw it outside, I saw my chicken running for it, scrambling for the same. Therefore, I took the fruit and chopped it, and yes, there it is. My poultry enjoyed it. I did some artificial intelligence and I found that yes, chayote, this fruit, has very good nutrients. You know, there are proteins, there are fibers, there are all those minerals that help in the health of our chicken. I've learned that when you feed your chayote to your chicken, the eggs, the yellow part of the eggs is even more yellow. The weight of the chicken improves, and therefore you produce healthy poultry that therefore can now fetch you better income. I also discovered that yes, it is a supplement. It's a supplement food for our chicken, and therefore, depending on the flock of the chicken that you have, it can now start reducing the cost of feed, because if you, let's say, take 100 grams per week per chicken, depending on how much chicken you have, you easily be reducing your feed by some percentage, and therefore the cost of your production will be high. At the same time, you are improving the health of the chicken, and therefore eventually fetching better income. So these are opportunities that I never knew since childhood. I was passing over this opportunity. My mother never used them for chicken. We only knew it as a food for humans and not an opportunity to feed our poultry. Therefore, we have passed over these opportunities. Poor, P-O-O-R, passing over opportunity repeatedly for the longest time. And now that I've discovered, I'm now going to do further research, maybe dry them, for example, try the leaves and grind them into flour, and I see the ratios of mixing with the commercial feed, and there we are. These are rich in andoxides, and therefore they reduce oxide stress. Therefore, they also can be preventative to certain diseases, and therefore visiting the aggravate for certain medicines will also be reduced. Now, the word necessity is the mother of invention. Yes, I was faced with the problem of feed, and I started looking around my compound and seeing what can I try. It's try and error. What can I try to supplement my feed? And therefore, I discovered, and now I'm home and dry, my rabbits are eating the leaves, my chicken are eating the entire fruit, the skin, the flesh, and even the seeds. They enjoy it. And I'm still discovering the many benefits of this chayote plant to our poultry. I've already discovered that they add a lot of health benefits. Therefore, you produce your health chicken, and the health chicken will fetch you more. They also reduce the need for vaccines and medicines if you are properly using it. So, I have therefore proven two phrases in my entrepreneurship teachings. One, we pass over opportunities repeatedly and therefore we are poor. In entrepreneurship, the word poor for me does not mean that we don't have resources. Indeed, in Africa, we have lots of resources, but we pass over them repeatedly and therefore we become poor. Number two, yes, necessity is the mother of invention. When there is need, that need can propel the frontiers of research much more than academic institutions can do. Yes, necessity is the mother of invention. We pass over opportunities repeatedly. Now you know chayote. Chayote, this climbing tree, climbing fruit, can be good for both your ruminants, both your rabbits and your poultry. Watch this space. We shall now be going into the details of what are the actual benefits, what are the nutritional value of chayote. We shall also go into the details of how you can use it, and indeed the details of how you can plant it. So watch this space on chayote. It is a series of my talks. I've transferred my lecture hall from the university now that I'm retired, and my lecture hall now is in the field. I talk about what I do and what I see. So this has been your entrepreneurship professor, Henry Bwisa, retired but not tired, retired but not expired. Chayote for you. Improve your poultry keeping, improve your rabbit keeping by just looking around, and this chayote plant is one such a solution. Thank you for listening.